Throw 3 darts at the map. Toss in 3 wildly distinctive personalities.
It's hammer time.
Plus 3 clever projects. And you've got a craft show that'll have you saying, "That's clever." Hi, I'm Angela Martinez. Welcome to That's Clever. It's the finer details that often make a crafter's project really stand out. This artist from Mountain View, California comes up roses when she tops off a jewelry box with a realistic flower.
Hi, my name is Rabia Adil and I'm from Mountain View, California. I like to stop and smell the roses from time to time. Today, I'm gonna make my very own rose-top jewelry box. For inspiration, I'm gonna gather some roses and go inside. This is my craft room. It also doubles as my dining room. This is a jewelry box made of balsa wood, which I got from the craft store, and this is gonna serve as the base for the flower. Since the rose is gonna go on the top, I need to secure it. I'm gonna hammer this nail through the bottom of the lid. It's hammer time. Now I'm gonna paint the entire box using black acrylic paint, and I always start from the inside out. The reason why I chose black, because it will provide a nice contrast for my rose. I finished painting my box. I'm gonna let it sit and dry, and I'm gonna work on my rose. I make all my flowers out of polymer clay. I'm using this rust color clay. It's pretty hard, so I'm gonna condition it by squishing it in my hands. When it's a little softer, I start taking little pieces off of it to start the petals. Each of these pieces is going to be a petal, and I'm gonna start building the flower from the center out. Once I have the center petal rolled like a tube, I'm gonna make more petals and attach them to the center piece. With the petals, what I do is I press them really hard to make it really thin so it looks more natural, kind of like this. The hidden benefit of the clay is that it keeps my fingerprints, which gives a nice texture to the flower. I started using polymer clay about a year ago, and I realized it's really fun, it's easy to use, and I can make anything out of it, and I don't need any big equipment for it. I finished making the petals and my rose is in full bloom. I'm gonna add some leaves to it, and I'm gonna use green polymer clay for that. I have my 3 leaves, and now I'm going to attach them to the rose. Once I've attached them, I shape them by bending the top edges of the leaves. I have my rose and the leaves, and now I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to the lid of the box. My rose is in position, and I'm gonna take some more clay and roll it out and make some strips to add more decoration to the box. I'm gonna use the same color clay as the rose, but this time I'm gonna put it through the pasta machine. I like to use the pasta machine because it makes the clay flat and smooth, and it gives me the thickness I need. I have a nice smooth piece of clay now, and I'm gonna use my blade to cut out 3 strips. My blade is also my measuring tool. I'm gonna use my zigzag scissors to add some designs to the edges. I have my 3 strips now with the zigzag design. I'm going to attach them to the box on the front and the sides. This clay is so good, it'll stick to anything. The strip is actually bigger than the box, so I press it in and then I cut off the remainder. Now my flower and strips are in place, but I need to bake them to harden it. I bake them in the oven at 275 degrees for almost 15 minutes. Now my rose and the strips are baked. This way, the flower is gonna keep its shape and form for a long time. This jewelry box isn't done yet. I'm using this 3D paint to add some more design to the strips. I'm gonna add some more design to the box. Now my paint is done, and what I like about this is that it gives a nice raised texture to my design. I'm done embellishing the box, but I think the rose is a little cold and lonely, and I have just the thing. Fur, baby, fur! Well, faux fur. All I do is I cut a nice piece and I glue it around the rose. The fur is attached and my rose top jewelry box has bloomed. I love it because everything's coming up roses.
Coming up, all signs point to this Kentucky artist's many talents. Find out how he uses bright colors and a neon light to put a lot of heart into his latest design. But first, this artist from Vermont will blow you away with a lampshade design shaped entirely out of hot glass. Next on That's Clever.
Dream.
Now it's back to California. Rabia is in her studio topping off a colorful keepsake box. She's earning her stripes, cutting felt designs and adding bead accents.
Another little creation of mine is this beaded keepsake box. I start off with this paper mache box. I get it from the craft store. I'm gonna paint this box using black acrylic paint, and I'm gonna paint it inside and out. My box is painted and dry. Now I'm gonna work on the top design for the lid, and I've already pre-cut the black felt base. I'm gonna be using 4 different colors to make my design: green, orange, yellow. It's a festival of colors. I'm gonna cut out strips from each color, and I'm gonna start off with my middle 2 colors, which are green and yellow. I'm gonna keep them on top of each other, and I'm gonna do my squiggle design on it. Next, I'm gonna cut it out. I've got my yellow and green cut out, they're the middle parts, and I've also cut out the red and orange, and they have a straight edge to it because they're going to be the ends of the design. I'm going to glue the pieces onto the black piece using all-purpose glue. Next, I'm going to cut out the excess. Now I've left some space between the colors. I'm going to fill that up with some beads. I'm going to use 2 different colors of beads, and I'm going to put one color in the middle, and the other color is going to fill out the sides. I'm going to fill the gap with glue, and then I'm going to pour some beads on it. I got the green ones in. Now I'm going to add the red ones to the sides. I love these because they look like little rivers of beads. I've got my design, and now I'm going to glue it to the top of the box. I'm going to add design to the squiggles using glitter. I'm going to do the glitter design with this glitter glue pen. Now I'm going to add some more glitter to the sides of the box because I want some more sparkle. I've added the glitter to the sides, and my keepsake box is done.
Everywhere we look, we find talented crafters hard at work on great projects. Guess what? You've just seen 3. Join us again next time and find out what America's crafting on That's Clever.